Oh, yeah. Bruh. It's finally freaking Friday. Good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope you all are having a great finally freaking Friday. The weekend is here. We are in week number 8 of the NFL season, and Josh Allen, of course, redeemed himself. Of course, they'll just forgive him for the interception that he had tonight. The fact that he is tied now with Jalen Hurts in interceptions with 8 on the season doesn't matter, of course, if your name is not one Dak Prescott. Let me say shout out to, oh my God, the Queen Bella, who yesterday, I just received it from Queen Bella. She is freaking amazing. I don't know how she does this. Maybe she actually took a can of Raid and put a lid on it. I don't know. But she sent me, this is freaking insane. Look at this. Raid defense system. And on here, you see, look at that. House and Garden Raid. Kills the cockroaches. Eagles. It is perfect. Shout out to you, Queen. You are truly talented and amazing, and you don't take no shit either. She'll put a foot in your ass in a minute. Speaking of putting foots in asses, we have been whining, crying, bitching, just literally talking, say, Jerry, just do something, Jerry. Telling Jerry to get off the snide, get up here, do something about trading, making us one of those teams. Because we look around and we see the Eagles that are constantly getting new toys. They're constantly, as Micah Parsons said and got a lot of blowback, they are the best team in football right now, right? I think maybe it was a psychological ploy, maybe. Psychological ploy to think that we're rolling over and dying, and also, you jump out and you scare the piss out of them. Maybe, just maybe. But they're still, even though they know that they are in great shape, they're still out there looking, and a rumor has it that they're looking to make another big trade. So here we are, we're them boys. And Jerry says, well, if you want to help the Cowboys get better, why don't you pick up the call with a deal that I just can't refuse, okay? Just literally, just throw your players at me because you love me so much. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But Dak Prescott has an interesting take on it because everybody always talks about how much Dak Prescott is trash and ass. And I'm going to ask you a question here. Do we look at Mike McCarthy's offense and look and say that this is a great offense? Do we look and say, if we put Josh Allen in this offense is going to go great? Do we look at it and say, if we put Justin Herbert in this offense, it's going to be great? No, we don't. Do we look at it and say, our offensive line, who we have Tyron Smith now, reported now, neck injury yesterday on the report. No word if he's going to be able to play this week or not. Do we look at our offensive line and say it's the same as the Eagles? No, we don't. Do we look at our wide receiver core right now and say we got the best wide receiver core in football, or we're at least top 3? Not thinking so. Do we look at it and say we got an elite tight end? No, can't say that. Not on the level of the George Kittles or the Jason Kelsey, it's just not. But somehow we have all of these things that aren't up there in the top, but we expect our quarterback to overcome all of these things. Now, Dak Prescott knows he gets all the attention. I've been in this organization for 8 years. Whether you bitch about it or not, it's not going to stop. Now, I stopped there for a second, and I thought, because listening to Game Time, you talk about somebody who's emotional and Jekyll and Hyde. Good Lord. I'm afraid he's going to go postal, especially now that we're getting close to Christmas time and he's got all those extra UPS packages that he's got to deliver for Amazon. He's getting a little testy. He said, Dak Prescott needs to go into Jerry's office and say, I'm sick of this shit, and this is what we need to do. And I'm like, do you really believe that Jerry Jones is going to listen to his quarterback? Yeah, do you really think that that's going to make a difference? It's not. It is not. They didn't do it with Tony Romo, who was their illegitimate son, so to speak. They're not doing it for Dak. So that's what I was thinking that he was talking about when I first saw this, that he was talking about, with Jerry. It doesn't matter if we bitch about it or not. Jerry's not making any trades. And that's where I was wondering if this was a subtle message to Jerry Jones. That's just how it goes. To me, it's fun because when things go our way and we win this thing, it's going to make it all that much sweeter. Say what you want. We go out there and we go get to it. Okay. All right. He says, not if, but when we win this thing. All right. So we have the Rams this weekend, and I'm not going to say that this is a must win, but this is a must win. You want to have some momentum. You want to get yourself a cushion. If you get to 5-2 at this point and then have a shot at the Eagles next week, then you are in great shape. 4-3, you're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination because the NFL is an up and down league. But here's the thing that I look at. If the Cowboys can get a win here, quite frankly, the 49ers with Sam Darnold going against the Bengals who Joe Burrow is finally getting healthy. Joe Burrow is finally beginning to make some moves. Joe Burrow and the Bengals start out slow and get better as the season goes on. That could be the third loss in a row for San Francisco. If San Francisco loses and we win, then you start moving up the chain as far as playoff seeding possibilities. Now, the only problem for the Cowboys, of course, is if you don't win your division, the best you can be is 5th. Yeah. So, you need to get this win. So let's check in. Of course, we have only 4 days left till trade deadline. Let's check in with Get Up this morning and see what they have to say about the Cowboys, of course, and the trade deadline. I haven't seen it. Now, there's rumors that people are believing that Derrick Henry is going to become a Dallas Cowboy. I'm hearing some word that they couldn't work out the deal. In other words, Denver wasn't willing to just give away Patrick Surtain, and that's dead. But I think the Cowboys are still looking at another cornerback. I think they're still looking at another one. So don't be surprised. But then again, don't be surprised if nothing happens either because we them boys. Remember that. All right, let's go to the tape. All right, let's see what they have to say about the Cowboys, or let's say what insult they have for the Cowboys today.
Line. All eyes are, as always, on the Dallas Cowboys coming off their bye. They're going to face the Rams this week. Dak Prescott helped lead the Cowboys to a bounce-back win against the Chargers right before the bye. However, owner Jerry Jones is far from satisfied and says he's open to trade offers. Sort of. Listen.
I'm by nature accurate, and I'm by nature a risk taker. So don't come by unless you want struck at. So we will trade. There's no mistake about it, or we will make a deal. But it's certainly got a high bar because I like our team.
Like some people, like they talk and they go, "Oh, he talked a lot, but he didn't really say anything." Jerry says like literally everything. Like we'll trade, but also we won't trade. Like yeah, it's nice. He keeps all his bases covered. Let's live in a world where the Cowboys are making trades at the deadline. What is the one call, Brooke Pryor, they need to make right now?
Well, I don't know that they're going to make a call as much as they're going to wait for somebody to walk by, and then Jerry Jones is going to swipe at him like a cat under a couch. But if I'm them, I'm taking a swipe at Derrick Henry because the Cowboys need more help in the run game. And I know they love Tony Pollard. We get it. He's their guy. However, Himbo sent me this stat. In 2022, Tony Pollard's yards per carry in the fourth quarter was 6.8. This year, it's 3 yards. This guy is gas. You know what would help?
Yeah.
I don't know. Another running back, say maybe Derrick Henry.
What do you think, Mark?
especially you talk about the physicality that Derrick Henry runs with. Like, he's a guy, as everybody starts to get beat, banged up, battle with attrition. He gets stronger as the season goes. That big body wearing on you is going to be effective when you talk about playoff football. You pack the run, you pack the defense.
Been saying that all season.
So that's where you would go? You go offense if you were there?
No. In my opinion, no. I thought I was talking about little.
Too much of a good
What would you
thing.
do if you're Jerry Jones? Somebody made a phone call. What are you looking for in trade?
I'm going Levante David, right? Because they need somebody at the second level. Because you think about Van Der Esch, they struggled. They struggled last year to stop the run. I'm tired of playing with Michael Parsons. When they need help in the middle, can't stop the run, they put Michael Parsons there. Their team just run opposite of him, run away from him. You need a leader. You need a captain out there. Somebody that's going to have that Raekwon Smith type of effect. When you talk about being able to stop the run.
That's not a bad idea either. But they ain't got to do it.
What's your Cowboys move, Mikey? Yeah, I like first I hear about Derrick Henry, but the one that to me is even better. No, I already overpaid 180 linebacker part. Is Devontae Adams, and here's why. We know how much they're struggling in the red zone, and if you get this guy with CD Lamb, it will be a force multiplier because now CD Lamb will not be able to dictate coverage all the time. Defense, he will take some of the load. Devontae Adams does not want to be in Vegas. We're going on 5 years.
I'm on all three.
When Amari Cooper was traded to Dallas, that was a meaningful impact. I know Brad's situation was a little bit different. This is a team that last year played Philadelphia's way.
For a second round pick? Hold on. He says for a second round pick. Done. We suck at second round picks. Get rid of them. We just skip over second round picks. I would.
I mean, how much help does Dak Prescott need or deserve? You're paying this man $1 billion. Like, you got to go out and get Devontae Adams.
Yeah, Brandon Cooks hasn't.
You got it from Derek Carr, and still didn't help Derek Carr, did it?
Mike McCarthy's fault. We know these guys are 1,000 yards. You can bank it.
Mark, this time of year, you're trying to solve a problem. A problem you can solve with Devontae Adams specifically.
Red zone.
Where they're struggling, and that's in the red zone. A lot of money.
Henry solves that problem too. He takes the pressure off Dak.
Like Box.
Him a lot
It
of
opens
money.
it up for Brandon Cooks.
Well, you really love Brandon Cooks.
Well, Brandon Cooks is listen, this guy has a
Now, this
quarterback.
year is not-
Listen, are you his agent? Because he should.
Man, this dude has had 1,000 yards for bum quarterbacks, right? Dak Prescott's supposed to be a franchise quarterback. It's up to Mike McCarthy to figure out how to use Brandon.
There you go,
It's not
Mike
a Brandon
McCarthy.
Cooks problem.
But I look at it more philosophical. I love having Brandon Cooks. And at some point, he will or could be impactful. My point is, if we're running the Cowboys, and we know Tuesday at 4 o'clock is the last meaningful opportunity through this team, and we know that the red zone is a big problem. We have Cooks, we have Lamb, we got Cal. Let's go get another number one, much the way Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown. We have a chance to compete with those elite.
There you go.
Let's get Mike Adams too. Mike Evans.
Mike Evans just loaded all
They're
up.
loaded up.
We're back on Get Up. We're going to play a game called Big Number, Big Question. Jay.
Interesting take. I take all of them. But in the end, we know the Cowboys will take none of them. All right, good people. I hope you're having a great day. Tomorrow night, JMU versus Old Dominion. Homecoming, JMU Dukes. 7-0, JMU Dukes. Moved up to FBS, and they kicking ass and taking names. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate you. Peace out.